It is expected that the Transportation Security Administration is going to do away with the requirements that have been in place for about 20 years of having travelers remove their shoes when they pass through airport security checkpoints. Some airports have already put this new policy into place unannounced, where they are not requiring shoe removal. On Sunday, that's expected to go into effect for most U.S. airports, and shortly after that at all U.S. airports. We don't know what is driving this decision specifically, if there's an upgrade on the technology used to detect explosives. But one thing that we do know is that the Transportation Secretary Administration and interaction with it at these checkpoints is one of the friction points. About 3 months after September 11th, a man named Richard Reed boarded a Paris to Miami flight with explosives in his shoes and tried to ignite them. And by 2006, that policy was official. Everybody had to remove shoes when going through airport security checkpoints unless you were younger than 12 and older than 75.
I think it's an interesting change because I know TSA hasn't had that requirement for some time, so I wondered if eventually it would trickle down to, I don't have TSA pre-check because I only travel maybe once a year, so the fee didn't really make much sense for me. So it's a nice change because I know sometimes that's the big holdup in the line, is having to take off shoes and then people wanting to stop right there at the end and put their shoes back on. So I'm hopeful that maybe it will help with the flow of people through the security checkpoints. But I've had issues with traveling with my family when there's 4 or 5 of us, if my in-laws are with us, where, we have to wait for, my elderly father-in-law to put on his shoes, which, is hard for somebody who isn't very mobile, doesn't have that great mobility. So when we travel with him, I think it'll be a great help, yes.